So this video was supposed to be I had gotten all my X-Men books ready and I was going to do the top, you know, 35 or so X-Men books in my collection, but we got news today, sad news, the passing of George Perez, just an absolutely immense, figure in the comic book community. One of the one of the best creators uh, during his time. And yeah, Neil Adams passed just last week, and we were just kind of processing that and paying tribute and dealing with all that the shocking news of that loss. Mr. Perez, we had known his terminal diagnosis from cancer for quite some time now, and we all know eventually everybody inevitably their time comes, and we've just got to kind of celebrate every moment and cherish that. And fortunately, with Mr. Perez, we've had we had some time to prepare for this day, and so while this doesn't necessarily make the passing any easier to process and take, it did allow us to kind of mentally prepare for it. But yeah, when the news came out today, it was a real gut punch, and we were already reeling from the loss of Neil Adams. And so, what I'd like to do, this is one of my Neil Adams books, where he did the interior art. He did an entire story in this book, classic story with Lynn Wine. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to just kind of go through my George Perez books. It's the only way for me to sort of process and pay tribute to the man, by just looking at the amazing works that he's done over the course of his career. And of course, I don't do Mr. Perez justice. I wish I'd collected more of his books, and will continue to collect more of his books. But yeah, Sleepy Reader, I believe his first comic book was an Avengers book, a George Perez Avengers book. And I don't have any of those early Avengers books. I do plan on hopefully picking a few of those up. But where I was focusing my energies when I would go to the shops is on his New Teen Titans run. And yeah, I mean, this was just a great run by Mr. Perez and Marv Wolfman. And I would really recommend picking up this run because it's just really entertaining. Like how this team comes together is really interesting. It's kind of using it uses the sort of the multi it kind of uses the multiverse concept, also dimensions and space and cosmic, like bringing in that whole cosmic element. So yeah, it was kind of trying to do what the X-Men were doing a little bit, but of course it was a team, just really brought together and had an identity all its own. So, Robin, Wonder Girl, Kid Flash, Cyborg, um, and Coriander. This is a great run. And so we're just going to run through the covers here very quickly and just appreciate Mr. Perez's great work. And here we have a great cover. I wish this cover were in better shape, but it's still a beautiful cover nonetheless. You see Batman there. Oh man, did Mr. Perez draw a wonderful Batman? He could draw a wonderful everybody. I mean, he's just so talented, and you'll see it. This is really, putting his talents on display here. So we have issue number 4, issue number 5. Issue number 6. I think what makes Mr. Perez great is that he can add so much detail and really tell a story with his covers. And so when you can do that with your covers, you can definitely do that in the panels as well. So just wonderful storytelling through the art. I don't know anybody who does it better than Mr. Perez. Let's see, we've got number 12. That's great. Clash of the Titans. Got number 21. I believe this is the first appearance of Brother Blood, the full appearance of Brother Blood. That's a key. We've got issue number 24. This is another great cover. I'm gonna try to get rid of that glare here. There we go. That's better. Issue number 27. That's a great cover right there. Just showing the emotion. Issue number 30. Tara. Tara joins the team. She wouldn't stay with the team for long, though. Issue number 34. Issue number 35. Now, as we're going through these covers, I hope what you'll notice is just, again, the detail. It's just it's busy. It's visually just busy. And that's, I think, what separates George from everybody else. He's obviously, an amazing artist, but just the amount of work and detail that goes into each and every one of these covers is quite extraordinary. So then we have 36. And then 37. I gotta get another gotta get another copy of this. This one, I didn't pay a lot for it. I think I paid something like $1 or so, but the back of this cover, there's a huge rip, so it's a really poor quality. And then the annual. This is also a really poor shape. I would put this at around a 6.0 copy, maybe a 6.5, but a 6.0, 6.5 copy. And second appearance of Nightwing. Just a great cover. Just a great cover. And then we're gonna get into some of this other stuff. I want more of his Justice League America. He did a run on the Justice League America. Here's Justice League of America 192, 195. This is earlier. This is earlier than the new Teen Titans. We also have, this is a great cover of the villains. We have 209. This is a beat up copy too. Yeah. And then what else do we have here? Now this next cover, oh my goodness. So we all know he did a run on Wonder Woman, and you know, I've been meaning to really collect every issue of that run. So now I've kind of gotten a lot of my, you know, Jim Lee books, the ones that I've been kind of meaning to. I've been focused on picking up Jim Lee books, and I've been picking up George Perez and just the stuff I like. I've been picking up. But I hadn't really focused on the Wonder Woman runs yet, and I plan to do so now. You know, I'd been meaning to do it. And this is one of the covers. This is one of the Wonder Woman books I picked up. It's just beautiful. So this one is like a fold out, so it really folds out. But look at all these. Look at all the detailed here on the hands. And Wonder Woman, just the character there in her battle uniform. Really a new look. I love how he brought in the sort of the Greek mythology aspect, and the Greek mythology, like the armor and all that, the Greek armor, just beautiful. And this look carries over into War of the Gods, and this is just, oh man, this has to be, I think this is my favorite George Perez cover, because it's just like all the amazing characters there. You've got everybody there, like just you've even got Lobo, right? You even got Lobo there. Like this is just yeah, like the crossover of DC crossovers. And of course you've got Superman, Wonder Woman, Shazam, surprisingly, right? Shazam. These are the quote-unquote gods of the DC universe. And just a beautiful cover. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And then of course we have covers like this, like the Crisis covers. Just again, so many different like panels here, like the different, you know, dimensions, multiverses there going on, and like just different panels showing all the different characters and the story plots. Really, I mean, you see a comic like this on the newsstand, regardless of what this says or anything. Like, if you saw this image, you're gonna go and try to pick it up, right? It just draws you in onto what's going on. Same here. Now, today was also Free Comic Book Day, and unfortunately, with it being, Mother's Day weekend and having to spend family time and all that, I didn't get an opportunity to go pick up free comics. I wish I could have, but it's fine. There are going to be plenty of free comic book days from here on out, or where I can go with my son and really enjoy it. But today we had a nice, day just with the family. And but one of the books that came out today, a free comic book from DC, is the Dark Crisis. And I actually kind of want to pick that up and check it out. I think it'll be interesting to see what they do with the whole, the crisis on Infinite Earths, how they go that, down, create a new story from the Dark Reign narrative that's currently going on in DC. So it'll be interesting to see how they weave Crisis and Dark Reign together in that Dark Crisis. But it's a great that Free Comic Book Day cover looks like a great cover with Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman on there. So it should be nice. Should be interesting. And of course, this is a book I am planning to submit to CGC soon, and it's my copy of Crisis on Infinite Earths number 7. And yeah, I mean, this is how we're all feeling at the moment. Just a really tragic loss. It's so difficult to lose anybody whom we adore, to the passing of time. But when it's something like cancer, it's really, cancer's a tough way to lose a loved one, and that's what it really feels like. It feels like we've lost 2 loved ones this month, and so yeah, it's been a very challenging time for the comic book community. So I'm really looking forward to just connecting with people this week. Naman and I are, I think, interviewing John Boy Myers. He's a comic book artist, and it'll just be interesting to kind of connect with him, talk about both Adams and Perez, and see how they influenced him, his works, what they mean to creators. And of course, Naman and I will probably get a collector on, and of course this is going to be kind of an ongoing discussion with all the collectors we talked to this month during Asia Pacific American Heritage Month. And yeah, I think a good way to celebrate both artists is to have the collectors show off their books, if they have any, of both artists, and it'll be a nice little tribute. So hopefully, we'll get some good books and some good stories out of those collectors. All right, well, yeah. Again, just very sad about losing two great legends, and today we mourn the loss of George Perez, and we pay tribute to his great career and legacy. All right, thanks for watching. Rest in peace, Mr. Perez.